Hi, my name is Michelle Acosta. I will be presenting my graduate project, starting off with the mission statement. So the mission statement I developed and came up with was our mission is to help students develop a deep love for Jesus Christ and recognize that he is the way, the truth, and the life. Then I quoted John 14:6. Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So I came up with this mission statement in the hopes of really making the mission of the ministry and the activities with it to allow students to recognize and understand that Jesus is the only way. Through recognizing that in the hopes of falling in love with Jesus and really developing a relationship. So that's why the whole mission is centered around really hoping that these students will find a deep love for Jesus and knowing that he is the way and the only one that can make them joyful and happy. So with my calendar, I came up with the 6-month calendar of activities for the youth ministry. I came up with activities from January to June. So starting off with January, so I put Saturday night worship time 5:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. The night includes coffee, small groups, prayer corner. And then Sundays in the month of January will be Bible study at 6 o'clock. The study would be through Genesis. There would be worship in small groups and then a game night after Bible study. So with the Saturday night worship, that would be every single Saturday of the month. And then for Sunday, every Sunday for the Bible study. For the month of February, one of the recreational events I came up with was Winter Youth Camp. Would be the first week of February. The students and the counselors would leave camp on February 1st, which would be Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. They'd be leaving the campus of the church, and then they'd come back the next Sunday at 12 o'clock p.m. So in my other column, I put return home from camp, and then the next Sunday we would reflect on camp and do Bible study at 6 o'clock, studying Romans. There'd be worship night and small groups. So each month I've also included what study they'd be doing. So for example, February would be the study of Romans. Okay, heading on to March. So March is an evangelism event. So this would be going to the homeless. Well, this actually would also fall in the lines of fellowship too. So this would be going to the homeless shelter and feeding the homeless while sharing the gospel and sharing a meal with the homeless. The date and time would be March 10th at 12 o'clock p.m. The place would be Salvation Army. And then for that Sunday, so Sunday Bible study at 6 o'clock, this month of March would be in the study of John. This would include worship in small groups. So the month of April, I'm really excited about this one. So I came up with the Jesus Christ Project. So this is a whole month dedicated to Jesus Christ. The project includes doing a selfless act of kindness every day for the month of April. This project is meant for students to reflect on the selflessness that Jesus displayed on the cross as well as on the daily. So this whole project would be in the hopes of really helping students understand selfless acts and also just honoring and serving others in this and really honoring God in this process of being selfless. So then every Sunday would be Bible study at 6 o'clock. This would be in the study of Ruth. We would do worship in small groups. I would also every Sunday like to reflect on the kinds of acts that the students came up with and the different things that they did. So May, this would be a youth event. So it's called Bring Your Parent to Youth Night event. The student will have the opportunity to bring their parent to youth night where they will worship together, listen to the sermon, and have small groups. So the date would be May 16th and the time would be 6 o'clock p.m. So I came up with this event in the hopes of really allowing parents to be included with their student in what's going on in youth ministry, and also to speak to the parents. I just think that'd be such a special event for the parents and the students to just really connect. and then that would be on a Saturday. So Sunday, that would be 6 o'clock Bible study. This would be in the study of James, worship night and small groups. That would be followed with a game night after Bible study, which would include several different games: volleyball, board games, basketball, dodgeball. Just a fun game night, just a fellowship. And then lastly, the month of June, this would be the big mission trip of the summer. So this is an Africa mission trip. This would be 1 week. So it'd be building houses for villages. We would fly on June 1st at 8 o'clock a.m. and then return at 6 o'clock p.m. on June 7th. So that'd be a whole week of serving others and really honoring God. And then the next Sunday would reflect on the mission trip, and then also Bible study at 6 o'clock. The study would be in 1st and 2nd Corinthians with worship and small group. So this is my 6-month calendar of activities for the youth ministry from January to June. Thank you.